Welcome back everyone. This is the time to perform brute force attack. We are going to cover a couple of example of brute force attack, whether with Bob Suite or some other tools, and nonetheless the principle behind them is always the same. We want to use list of bunch of username and passwords to try to get the credential of a certain account. So it doesn't always work. Matter of fact, it usually won't work unless the target has common set of name and common set of weak password. First example that we are going to cover is going to be with Bob Suite intruder, and we only saw a couple of examples using intruder, but right now we are going to take a look at different approach to this attack, and we are going to completely explore that part. So first what we want to do is we want to navigate to application in our OS BWA. So in the web page, as you can see, we have multiple options. So we are going with the OS bricks here, and once we go here you can see we have login pages here. So once we click on the login page, you can see we have about 6 login pages, and all of them are equally similar. So we are going with the first one here, and we have to type username and password here. Now since we don't know the username of this account and password of this account, what we are going to do, we are going to intercept it. So let's go to Bob Suite first, and let's close these tabs that are running in the background. So now turn on the intercept, and what we are going to do is we are going to reload. As we can see, we got a cookie value here, but since cookie value is not useful for us, what we are going to do is forward this message, and we are going to type username, that is test, and we are going to type password test again. And if we submit here, you can see we got another field, that is username, test and password. Now what we have to do is we have to send this to intruder to do brute force attacks. And if you remember how we do brute force attack by selecting a list of passwords, you know what I am going to do. But since previous lectures we only changed either only username or password, but in this part we are going to brute force username and password simultaneously. So add this symbol to username and add this symbol to password. Now what we are going to do is we are going to use a cluster bomb attack that allocates a payload set to each intruder. It iterates through all possible combination of each set, and we have already discussed about intruder and cluster bomb attack in our previous lectures. So if you have missed it, you can check that out as well. So select this, and what you're going to do is you just have to go to first sample list, and here on the load select HTTP default user text and change the payload set to. Here you have to select HTTP default fast text. Now as you can see here, in the second list we have a lot of passwords, and in the first list we have a lot of usernames as well. Now payload count is 19 and total request count, that means total combination will be formed, that means the total number of combination that will form is 266. So let's start the attack. Click on OK. Now wait for a minute, and as you can see in this attack almost every length is similar, because we cannot judge a correct username password with the status code, but with the length, and you can see here every length is almost similar. So just stop this attack right here. What we can do here, so since we got the length similar for everything, what we are going to do is we are navigating to the settings, and in the settings, if you scroll a little bit down, you can see here we have grep match. Now what we will do here is that we will flag responses, and we will go to this page, and first of all go to the proxy, forward this request, and as you can see we got wrong username or password flag here. So let's go to Bob Suite once again, go to intruder, and now copy paste this and simply add this. Now if we will start the attack, it will flag so now what it will do is it will flag if the password is wrong, if the username and password is wrong or not. So if we scroll little bit to right, you can see we have this one right here, and it is saying, and it is indicating only one field is empty. And if we go to this, if we select this field, as you can see it says admin and admins. So the username is admin and the password is admin. So if we scroll back and end this attack, now we know what is the username and password. So let's go to this. So let's turn off the intercept now and type admin and admin here, and if we hit submit and not to save the password, here you can see we have successfully logged in to this account. So that's how you use cluster bomb as a brute force attack. In the next lecture we will explore some more tools.